Hey guys, it's Kristen with ICStarsQuilting.com, and I promised you an update on how I'm doing. So I am just about 2.5 weeks out from my shoulder surgery. It's already happened. The worst of it is over. Fingers crossed. It's been pretty bad, but I am slowly making progress one day at a time. And I mentioned over in my YouTube community that I found a project to work on that I can do from my recliner, which is where I've spent a good deal of time because it is easier for me to get up and to get comfortable and situate all my pillows and things. That helps me keep my arm comfortable. But I wanted to show you this project that I've been working on, and I can feel somewhat productive when I am very limited on my sewing skills and my machine availability and all that I'm working on. This pattern right here is the Haptic Lab quilt that is called Constellations. Now they give you the pattern, everything else is up to you. And it's a hand stitching project, okay? So I am sitting in my recliner and I am doing a lot of very unsteady but still there needlework on this quilt, and I just fell in love with it when I saw it about a year ago, probably. I think it's been that long, and I knew that it would be a project of mine someday, and so I'm very glad to be able to start it. Okay, this is a bit of a mess, but this is what I have so far for this first step. I have my quilt sandwich is made. Here you can see right here. I have the sulky fabric on top. Then I have my quilt top. Then I have my quilt batting. And then I have this gorgeous purple with some stars as the backing of this. This is the sulky product that I was talking about. It's Fabra Solvi. It's a self-adhesive fabric-like water-soluble stabilizer. And if you have never worked with something like this, you're missing out, especially when it comes to hand sewing a specific pattern. These are amazing. They work really well. So some of the different applications that they have here are t-shirts or anything really that you want to work with. But my favorite is on hand quilting, and I am going to put this on my quilt, do all the hand stitching, and then it dissolves in water. So after this, you take your quilt over to like the bathtub or whatever, and you just kind of gently let it dissolve in water. And it also works on all of these other applications here that they have that are listed. And it comes in, I got mine off of Amazon, but I got 12 sheets that are 8.5 by 11, and I ran it through my inkjet printer, no problem, and then stuck it onto my fabric, and I'm ready to go. I have printed the pattern for the Constellation Chart onto the sulky. So it's actually a sticker, and it has a sticky backing, and it holds in place. But to make sure that things don't shift around, because this is going to be a very long-term project, because all of these lines are hand stitching lines, I went through and I put safety pins all in this to make sure that things don't shift around on me. Now there are like anchor points in the corners of each page that I printed. There's 20 pages total. The ending size of this is 36 by 36. There were multiple sizes to choose from on the Haptic Lab website, but I chose one that I thought was doable, considering I'm not the greatest at hand stitching, but I would like to get better. But I wanted to give you a peek at how it's going so you could see it, and also, if you're in love with stars and this really piques your interest, I'm going to put a link down below to where you can get the pattern from. Again, not sponsored by them, just a friendly share of things that I'm really loving right now. So anyways, that's what I'm working on right now while I am healing. The healing process is very long. Just so you know, I haven't dropped off the face of the earth. The videos that I have been answering all of your main quilting questions, your burning desires, those will return next week. So if you have more questions to ask me, feel free to put them in the comments down below or email me. I love answering those questions, but don't worry, I am getting so many ideas and so many inspirations, and I'm trying to capture them all so that once I am cleared, I will be ready to go and quilt again. So that's what's been happening with me. I have a lot more to go on this project. I don't know when it will be done, but I will be very pleased to show you the final project when it's done. I'll make sure and put a link down below to the blog post where you can see more pictures of this once it's done. I hope that you're doing well. Please know that I love reading your emails. I love reading your comments. Thank you very much for the well wishes. I appreciate it so much. I'm doing fine, really. I am. I'm doing fine, and I appreciate the prayers, and I hope that I will see you again very soon. Talk to you next week. I'm Kristen with ICStarsQuilting.com. Bye.